Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to another video. So what has been happening? Well, lots of spooky things. I'm going to start from today and then I'm going to work my way back. I've had a bit of a break. I've been loading a lot of my novels onto Inkitt.com. You can read them for free on there at the moment. So check them out. Links in the description. Okay, especially Body of Mine and Forbidden to Forget Him, which are definite channeled messages. So you want to check them out. Okay, so what's been happening? Well, I went out before. Now, I've been saying I did a video about the plane again. Okay, on my other channel, sorry, on the Shadow Man. Check that out for world predictions. And I've had some really scary ones. Sorry, something just flickered here. Okay, we've got two people moving around there as usual. I don't know, somebody was trying to form on the curtain before, and don't worry, this is not a real flame. It's one of those battery operated things. Oh. But you might see something on the TV as well, so I don't know. Things are going on. So I went out today. We'll start with that and then we'll backtrack because I want to go into depth about these messages that I've been getting about the plane. And I got the messages. You've probably seen them. I'll put them at the end of this video so you can see them. They're two very scary ones. I did one as a short because they gave me the title, which was Brace, Brace, Brace for a crash. So it scared the life out of me. Then somebody dragging a suitcase along. Gosh, so that kind of thing, yeah. Very odd, and these are for world events. But so that was a few days ago. I've had to do this work and they gave me a break because I haven't been sleeping for all the things, strange things I've been seeing. So I went out today and I was walking along the street and I thought, oh God, here we go. Man in a long black cloak with a silver face. Okay, like a robot, but not a robot. Almost as if somebody had been one of those, you know, when they dress up. I saw one in Stratford not so long ago. You know, when they dress up in silver as statues and stuff like that, and they stand really still. It was like that kind of look, but with a black cloak on. I thought, oh, here we go. Is this supposed to be death? Well, that's nice. And he was walking around. You know, you're walking through Boots. People don't know they, you know, when they're going for their medicines or their toiletries or whatever in Boots, which is huge in the UK, and or their creams or whatever they want, they don't know there's a woman wandering through there, all in red, who is being followed by death with a sign, you know. So I don't know what that's about. But on the way back, I walked through the park and I started seeing the damn plane again. All right, so it's just come through here. It's like a ghost plane. It is a very, very scary thing to see because last time I saw it, I was looking out of the window here. They made me stand at the window and across the road that, you know, they're more flats and it's like Regency houses. And on the top, I could see this huge plane and it was sort of going down like that. And I could see all the windows and strange lighting. Now, it wasn't like really vivid. It was like a ghost plane, yeah? But it was enough to scare the life out of me because I came back here and cried. I was so frightened of it. And they showed me it crashing. So I had to talk about that. And it really teased me off. I mean, I ummed and awed about putting it out, but I was asked to do it. You always get some happy clapper who is, oh, don't spread fear, blah, blah, blah. I'm not. I'm giving a message because I've been asked to, because it's important for people to hear. There is going to be some sort of crash somewhere with a plane at some point. Okay, I'm sorry I'm fiddling with my hair, but it got wet before it started to rain and it's driving me nuts because it's all kinked now. So anyway, that was kind of scary. And then the next day when they gave me brace, 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 because that was really scary because they showed me this plane crashing into the building here and it went it's almost like it's sticking out like that, and it's just like round here, and it's a very odd thing. It's not that I can physically see it here, but I have no idea how to explain this to you. Something happened last night and it's very odd. It's like having your eyes closed, but being able to see into the room around you. And last night I could see people as I would see you if I saw you on the street. And they were fiddling around me, doing things, a lot of arms coming around. And I'm thinking, I'm not asleep, but I've got my eyes closed, so I can see that. So it's a bit like that. It's like I can sense it, feel it, and see it in my mind. So I know it's there. It's almost like in my bathroom here, I could go through the wall and this part of the plane would be there. And all it is, and now this can be a metaphor for something. This bit's got to be, okay? I don't fully understand it, but I'm telling you about it, so it might mean something to you. Please comment and let me know. And I mean, I'm finding out things with you, not, all on my own. So it's British Airways plane, but it's not the wing, the pattern on the wing now for the Union Jack. It's more like in the past. So it's sort of the all right, thank you. Okay, it's sort of we're talking 70s, 80s, and we're talking because they're showing me that big poster of the woman who used to do the British Airways adverts when I was a kid. She was a flight attendant, and she was really pretty, and they had her face everywhere. And yeah, it's Crash, you see, again, because they're showing me there was a James Bond movie where the car, and they've brought this up before actually, where the car crashed into it in the James Bond movie. So it's that kind of thing. And then the navy blue, where they just had navy blue and then GB with a crown on, that. And then, but then there's the front half of it is more like what it is now, and then it's got the little red line. It's got World Traveller. So I don't understand. If you got any ideas, that seems to be a bit different to what they were showing me the other day. But when I was in the park, they gave me a few days off from it because it's terrifying. And I was in the park, and then I could see it flying low through the park. And it's a jumbo jet. It's a 747. So, but I've seen different types of plane. I've seen them all crashing, and I keep saying the White Cliffs of Dover, and I have no idea what the heck's going on. Now I've got a siren. That usually means some danger coming. Lots of sirens recently. It also means I'll probably fit tonight as well. I'll fit every night. But there you go. So it's obviously very important. They have told me there is a plane crash at some point. I don't wish to frighten anyone, but that's what they've told me. Well, these are timelines. I want to say we can get off it, but they're like, no, it's a fated event. So I don't know. I don't like giving this stuff out, but I'm asked to. So if I see any comments like happy clappers again, then you're off. Yeah, because it's not nice for me. You're not the one saying it. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to take it on. Nothing, but I do. Okay, and it's important, and it's so strong that that's to push me into telling you. Okay, so all right, and it's just I don't know, but so much has been going on. So much. So the other night, I couldn't sleep because they were bringing me information. I've been annoyed at them again, but this has happened. I've had to go through, I've been going through another awakening and ascension systems. Ascension systems? Interesting. Symptoms. Oh. So I've had to go through that, which has been really, really horrendous. Haven't been able to sleep. And I woke up at one point and I could just see in my mind all of these star charts, and I felt like the little lad on the Flight of the Navigator. All of this information coming at me, shapes and diagrams and all sorts of things being downloaded. And I was like, what the hell do I need that for? But apparently I do. So all of this information, seeing into the other dimension, very strange stuff. Then I discovered it through a tarot reader, and it been on so many tarot readings that I've watched, and yeah, they're general, but some of them have been too close for comfort. They've actually confirmed. One of them picked up my stalker from previous life and even said, oh, this person's murdered you, blah, blah, blah. So he's been around causing a lot of trouble, and he stirs things up between me and my guides, everything. I get into a right, oh, why are you doing this? Why? And it's all coming from him. He stirs things up. So I've had that to contend with. But this lady picked it up. I'm not going to say who it is. And she also picked up something that I haven't wanted to acknowledge, but I know it's really happening. And that is, I'm being stalked out there. I know I am, and they know I am. They watch everything. Being stalked, and there's also somebody apparently been doing spells on me. So I want you to know that I know what you're doing, and I also know who you are. So yeah, don't bother. But somebody's been doing that, and that would explain so many things, so much anger, so much frustration, and lots of things that have been happening to me. So, and they confirmed that for me, but they've been repelling it because they can. And I think they've been trying to tell me for ages, because I wonder if I've got them here. They keep showing me Snow White in this deck. And then, all right, I'm going to show you. And somebody's been trying to tell me, somebody in spirit. I'm not sure it's even the Amibs, because they're the type that would just go and deal with it and not tell me, quite frankly. I've been getting this card a lot, which is a dark spell. Now, last night, I saw a vision of something like this. Notice this is like the cloaked figure with the silver face, isn't it? But that's not the kind of silver face that I saw. It was a human face. Okay, that's a mask on there. But this person was following me around. And it was supposed to be, this person was trying to do something so strong that they were trying to destroy me, basically. And it's really weird, because I felt attacked for a while. I think I've said it a couple of times on videos. Definitely something around. I've been cleansing a lot, everything. So, but I saw that, but again, it was a face. And it wasn't sitting on this branch or anything, but it was up in the air, and it just dispersed into a whole load of ravens, crows. That was kind of freaky last night. I'm seeing little purple lights. The other thing, I always keep getting Dorothy out of Kansas, but I keep getting Snow White. Okay, and then I get this a lot. Little Red Riding Hood in the forest. Look at the wolf. Yeah, I've had the Snow Queen. Now this really points to who I think I know this person as well. So yeah. And then I see this, which means jealousy, anger. I mean, we're all capable of that. And I keep saying the Princess and the Pea, not sure what that means. But this one, the Evil Queen. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because look what she's holding. Okay, a red apple. Okay, Now, I have been shown red apples for ages. I've mentioned it on my videos that they keep showing me the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz, and I hate the Wicked Witch. They've also shown me, so if you're watching, Maleficent. Okay, and so I know that there's this person has been doing this to me, and it's like apples. I've even been watching reruns of I can't get the words out. Frasier, yeah, and I absolutely love it. There's an episode where he has a bowl of bright red apples in the episode in his kitchen. He keeps standing out at me. I keep getting cards with red apples on. I've seen them standing there biting red apples. Okay, and where is it? Which one is it in? This card keeps coming up as well in this deck, Seasons of the Witch, and it's somebody who knows what they're doing, but it's coming back to them. I'm going to show you this. There it is. Okay, see the apples? So, yeah, really interesting. So, you know, that's just everyday thing, and for me, unfortunately. So they're aware of it. I'm aware of it now. So, but they kept showing me the witch, and I have had it so many times on readings that there's somebody trying to destroy me, basically, which is kind of scary. But, you know, get over it. Whatever it is, your beef, get over it. Okay, we haven't got time for this. There's things going on in the world. So, yeah. What else have we had? Yeah, crashed planes and I kind of think of everything. Downloads. I'm sure I wrote some things down, but I can't find them in my lovely little. Is it? Yeah. Oh, they told me at one point you were a prophet, which is kind of interesting. I've been very frightened. I couldn't stop seeing this plane. I've been seeing lots of people have been trying to get in here, and somebody tried to get in last night, and I remember waking up going, oh, who's that? Oh, who is that? Oh, why are they trying? Oh, and they kept telling me not to worry about it. They were dealing with it, and it was almost like this woman, and she came in an anorak with a hat on. And I actually wonder if it's somebody I've been watching on YouTube or whatever who was curious, because you can astral travel, and it's almost like they're testing the barrier to get through. And I don't know, they were putting me off, but they got rid of it. I don't know if I mentioned about on here on the other one about Riff Raff, the guy it looks like Riff Raff from Rocky Horror Picture Show, Richard O'Brien. But he's kind of scary. He wanders around, I'm like, oh, he's not channeling anything through me. So there's I've seen him a couple of times, lots of faces. This is the other interesting bit. I had a conversation with my guides. Now they are full on military, there's no getting away from it, and they are high brass. They are so dictatorial. When I went out for lunch before, well, lunch, it was after 3, but you know, that's when we tend to have lunch. And you know, they're looking at the menu, and then they watch what I drink, what I eat, what everything, yeah. And the doctor guy around me, this one please, they actually tell me what I should be eating from the menu. I quite like that, because it helps me. I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm trying to, you know, be more healthy, and all sorts of things. So I don't mind it, but it can occasionally be a bit annoying. So I had a conversation with this one guy who I often see. He goes over my face. I can see him in the mirror. He's got glasses. And I discovered, because I get I get some Winston Churchill. I get royalty. And I also get a lot of American military as well as UK, whatever. I get a lot of that. Who's that? Somebody carrying a baby. Anyway, that could be him. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if I'm sure somebody leaned in there to look at the TV. Anyway, see, they put me off. Deliberately tried to put me off. That'll be stalker guy. The stalker in spirit. So we've got about like 3 people for some stupid reason wasting their time and life, quite frankly. Sorry, they're acting up. People doing things over there. No. Oh, that's kind of scary. They're on about me taking my medicine later, and if I don't take it, because I don't like it, it's a long story, but basically they will get my nose and go, I'm not your child. Way too old for that. So I've lost my train of thought now, thank you. Now one of them's reading the book. And they say they're hell-bent on me putting all my books on Inky. Stop trying to disrupt me, I'm talking. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. That's what it's like living here. Yeah, you can tap all you want, I just heard you. Write notes in it. Yeah, I heard you. Can you hear these? I don't know if you can hear the taps. Make a louder noise, please. Move those plates. I haven't washed them. Go on. I can't even remember what I was trying to say. They would have had, oh yeah, military brass. So this guy starts talking to me and I noticed that he's got a lapel Army Air Corps. Now I've seen other faces, older men's faces go over mine when I'm looking in the mirror and they try to communicate with me. And now I don't know who this guy is. Some of you may know. I haven't. He said he was called Colonel Henry MacArthur, not Douglas MacArthur, Henry MacArthur. And he has little glasses. And then there's another guy who, as I was trying to look for this guy on the internet, I came across, and I'm sure he's George Arnold, General George Arnold. I've never heard of these people. I know MacArthur, obviously, but I haven't heard of, but I get all these people and they are so strict, and I was having to negotiate about what I wanted. These people are full on top military brass. Yeah, they want things done a certain way. They told me that there were people coming in trying to take me, do whatever, disrupt with energy, all sorts of things, and they were having to fend them off. And they didn't like the aliens. They've got a nerve. I mean, what are they? They didn't like them. Now I see a lot of alien faces now, faces that aren't human. Yeah, I have even seen AI robotic as well, very unnerving at times, but they're just different life forms. And you can tell when the other aliens come in because they're very blunt, and some of them are downright nasty, quite frankly. I didn't like them at all. Very passive aggressive. But there are 3 of them in particular that I've seen a lot of them standing like an army like I say, this lot in Narnia, as I call it, the other dimension. And sorry, there's weirdness going on. Who are you? It's 3 people's heads together. Oh, now I'm seeing into the dimension. They're all looking in. They all want to get in, but this lot keep them back. So it's kind of strange. But so yeah, these are the people, you know, and I find it very hard to trust anyone, especially after the divorce, after my estrangement with my family, which caused a lot of problems this morning. Got very upset, and I keep seeing my mother and brother around here, and it's like, no, you need to go. I've had enough. You know, it's healing, but it's very difficult, really difficult. So, and I've got all of this going on. Then at night they're showing me images of this, that, and the other. And somebody's trying to send bad. Ooh, what do you call it? What do you call it? Ooh, show it to me. Oh my God, what do you call it? You know what I'm talking about. So I'm getting a bit worn out, and then they're obsessed with me getting the books on to ink it, the channeled messages. So and it's really interesting because within 12 days I've had you know, on the way to 11,000 people read one of my books. Yeah, and I've got a ton on there, and there are thousands reading my stuff. I have notifications coming in all the time. They're, you know, reviews, everything. And I try to put anything on here and it barely gets anywhere. So it's very frustrating, apart from my, you know, my lovely loyal people here, and we keep going. But it's very frustrating. So for the Mibs, it's the books. Yeah, they've been trying to get me. I still haven't written. I have had a Korean guy walking around here, and I know the plane is supposed to feature in the story, but that's not why they're showing me these images, because they just don't do that for stories. It's a completely different thing. The information is channeled in a different way, and it still keeps seeing me with all this lightning and dark clouds, and it's very you see, I don't know if this is somebody doing this to me now, but or somebody's got a problem. You know, the anxiety, if you've ever had it, you feel sick, but you feel sick here, like you want to throw up. Well, they just show me the witches of East. So there's somebody out there trying to do things, in fact, probably as they're watching. So but it's like I've had it for a few days. Anxiety. I'm anxious about my books going on there. It's a lot of excitement, and I'm hoping to get, you know, maybe somebody notice and give me a contract. But I'm also trying to set up a subscription service for new books, and I'm being pushed into writing again. So you know, you got to do your life purpose. And it's all very strange, but I had this Korean guy walking around, and I've been obsessed with all things Korean. I have had Japanese guides come in. Somebody said about that tower in China, I'm not going to say it wrong, and I'm learning Chinese. Taishan? Tishan? Probably saying it wrong both ways. But I looked at that. Tisha. Something like that. I looked at it. You're right. I think it was Numsky. You're right. It is one scary tower, and it's very like the one I see in the water that's standing up, but it's not quite right. But yeah, towers like that absolutely terrify me. And I've never been frightened of any silly buildings. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So I don't know. There's definitely something about the tower. But they're starting to show me things again about that, and I'm so tired. I don't want to see that plane again. It terrifies me. And I was going to go, I want to do don't laugh, the trip around, you know, Transylvania, Romania, and that to the castle that was used in Dracula and what have you. Yeah, you know, that he wrote about. You can do a tour around there and everything. But you have to get yourself there. So I was going to fly, and no, you're not to fly, please. So there you go. But I keep seeing the White Cliffs of Dover as well. And there's a plane that's already crashed there, but I'm not saying that so much. And it was really strange because the other thing I see in the meditation is this plane that's been crashed there for ages, and then I'm walking away with an older man. It's kind of odd, but I'm not saying that anymore. I just keep saying the White Cliffs. So I don't know what that means. Anyway, the other thing that happened last night, which is what I'm going to finish with, is I started having fits again, and I've been doing so much work. It's unbelievable. So I've been having fits again, and I went to the bathroom and I was sitting on the edge of the bath. And this is what sometimes happens. I was tired with it and I couldn't move my feet. In case you're wondering, I have FND. I apparently don't have epilepsy, but my guides tell me it is a form of epilepsy. But this medical profession who just abandoned me and so many others with FND because, oh, we don't know what it is. Bye. You know, fit every night. They don't give a toss. They need overhauling, in my opinion. But anyway, so it's about time I started embracing new ideas. I love this saying from you in the US always say this, just saying. Quite like that. So I'm just saying medical profession, just saying. I love that. So anyway, so I'm in there and my feet, I couldn't get anywhere with my feet. I couldn't move my feet. And I shout to my son because I'm going to shut off and he's going to wonder where I am. My voice shuts off everything and I just can't move. So I was sitting there, and then I became acutely aware, because I've had so much grief going on, everything with the family deaths and stuff. And I just became aware of me, a part of me in that other dimension, between all these people standing there, suddenly on the floor and screaming, like really screaming. And the Mibs were around me, they're trying to cajole me, everything. And of course I can't move, nothing. It can be very terrifying, you know what I mean, terrifying. And it comes back though, eventually. But it's a long story. I'm not going to go into it all. So I'm standing there and I'm thinking, oh my God. Oh. And then it's almost like it's trying to reach me from wherever it was. And then all of a sudden I was aware somebody came behind me. It was like, I'm going to say it, Archangel Michael. And it was almost like they came and stood inside me. And then the seraphim, who I often say, it's like, I've never watched Game of Thrones, but I love the dragons in it, so I've seen all the parts of the dragons. Is it Daenerys who has the dragons, and when she's stuck that time, everybody's attacking her and everything, and then all of a sudden this dragon comes behind her and is like ready to kill them all. The golden era. And it was like that. Somebody else came. It like a dragon came around me. I know that sounds right, but I'm sorry, that's what I saw. And then I was aware of this substance trickling right through me. And all of a sudden I could move and everything stopped. And it went, and that disappeared. So it was really, really odd. So I suggest, if you're feeling really down or you're feeling unwell, call on, your angels and your your guides like that, especially the angels, Archangel Michael, especially if you're feeling frightened, because it couldn't console me in the other dimension. I've had that before, full on screaming. It's like, I can't take anymore. Very odd. So it was kind of strange to witness. And at night they've been clinging to me all the time because there's something coming in at me, but they're repelling it. and it will be return to sender, as they say. You know, why waste your time with stupidity like that? Why do people do that to people? Why bother? Sort your own life out and get what you want. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that's been of interest. I'd love it if you would support my books on Inkitt.com, because they're free at the moment. There's some on the subscription, but I've got some big books on there of mine, some bestsellers on that no hope site Amazon that once promoted me and then used me up and spit me out again. So try it on Inkitt. I just can't believe the difference between there and here. So it's really a shame. I am overwhelmed. It's like, and I mean this in the best possible sense, right? It's like feeding piranha. And then all the notifications come in non-stop, and to the point that I become like a junkie going on there going, oh, somebody's commented, somebody's reviewed, it's fantastic. Thank you so much for all the people who've done it. It's brilliant. Thank you. Really, got my faith in my writing again. So it's a pleasure to put them on there. Yeah. But if you can do that, that'd be brilliant. Thank you. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Give this video a like. Let's try and move it around and get the message out to people. But it's not all just love and light. It is hard out there, and there are lessons to be learned, and unfortunately it's not always nice news. So bear that in mind before, if you're thinking about putting a comment on about that, because it's just not easy. Yeah, it's not easy for anyone, and the world is going through some massive change at the moment. Okay, we need to support each other. So I swear to God, my mother's trying to appear over my face. Tell me if I look different. I swear to God, that's really weird. It's just a faint, I don't know, it's faint. There's something. I can see, I don't know if you can see, when I wear black, you see, there's somebody over the screen here. I don't know if there's anything. That's right, they're showing me balls of light with like a little pyramid in and things coming off again. So that's my healing energy, I think. They've definitely been doing stuff, updating the model. Oh God. Oh, I'm just going to disappear one day. I've just ran out and just gone home somewhere. Jump through a portal. There's light there. Jump through a portal to another time or something just to escape. Oh my God. Anyway. So yeah, if you would like angel coaching, please let me know. I really want to do some more of that. The psychic development coaching, again, I need some more people if we're going to do this spiritual circle. We can do it weekly, we can do it monthly, whatever you want. We can set it up over Zoom. Let me know if you want to be part of that. Psychic development coaching, I absolutely love. So if you want to be part of that, if you want that, check out my website. Again, angel coaching, we do angel healing, all sorts of stuff like that. Learn about the angels, connecting to them on the rays and stuff like that. So please let me know. Yeah. What else did I have to say? Healing, personal reads as well. If you want that. Oh yeah, and I teach English as a foreign language. If you want a lesson for business-wise, if you're looking for a business, if you're looking for a job in the UK and you need some help with that, business English, English for university, or just English for everyday, give me a bell. Links in the description below. Okay, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. Let me know if you've seen anyone. If you've seen any ropes, I'm pretty sure it's the lady down the bottom who she goes around the sari and that, so it might be her. But I think somebody saw somebody glide along there, so that's probably different. But there is some strangeness. I keep seeing people in the window, and I know they're out there. I know they're sitting on the seats out there, so as they do. Yeah, they were sitting in the seats when we went to the pub for lunch. It's hilarious to watch. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you at some point, but I've got to now go and load some more stuff on again. Okay, my vampire stuff, actually. So, yeah. But take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time.